Do not sleep at the side of a road. Around 2 years back, I was driving home from a family gathering quite late at night, and the drive took around 2 hours. I didn't stay overnight since I had to return for work the next day. Most of the route was flanked by dense bushes and trees on both sides, the eerily creepy ones you typically see in movies. Anyway, I had been driving for around 45 minutes, and I was beginning to feel really fatigued. You know how sometimes fatigue hits you out of nowhere? Well, that struck me. I realized I couldn't hold on for much longer, but I hadn't spotted any place where I felt safe to park and have a quick nap. So, when it became obvious that finding a spot to pull over was futile, and my exhaustion wasn't subsiding, I made a questionable choice. I pulled off to the roadside onto the grass, concealed by some bushes, trying to keep my car hidden from anyone passing by. The roads weren't deserted. I encountered another vehicle every few minutes. I mentally noted that it was 11:22, then drifted off. A little while later, I was startled awake by a scratching noise. I glanced at the clock, 11:50. The sound ceased after a few moments, and since I was still very fatigued, I didn't bother to investigate and simply went back to sleep. I was jolted awake later by the same sound. Now it was 12:40. This time, I was truly unnerved since the sound persisted. I considered the possibility that it was merely an animal checking out the car, but why would it return nearly an hour later? I peered into my rearview mirror and just caught sight of something darting away into the woods. At that moment, I thought it was that infamous hook killer, you know? The one who scratched a couple's vehicle and then murdered the guy when he stepped out? No way, I told myself, so I bolted. There was a curve no more than 100 yards down the road, and as I rounded it, a car was parked off the side with the driver's side door wide open. I slowed down just to check if anyone was inside. There wasn't. Then I glanced in my rearview mirror. I saw nothing, and suddenly, this guy starts sprinting around the corner. He begins yelling at me, shouting things like, "Hey, you, get the hell out of your car, now!" I quickly accelerated and took off. I never saw him again. The morale here? Don't ever sleep on the side of an isolated road.